Hello world and welcome back to my channel Honza's Collection for another retro unboxing and review video of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist, the 5th Freedom Edition, which basically means Collector's Edition. Today we are going to take a look at the statue which has been released 10 years ago. Isn't it amazing? I mean, probably we didn't really see a statue which is as old as this one, and I never bought this collector's edition in day one. I bought it many years later. And if you haven't seen if you have seen the video for the Last Guardian collector's edition and you are mad about me because I never played the game until now, then you will probably be mad here as well. Please turn off the video in that case if you know that you will be triggered by this, because once again I never played Splinter Cell video games, which is crazy, I know, but the only experience which I have with Splinter Cell is actually with this Blacklist, because I started this game on PlayStation 3. I played it for more or less an hour. I liked it a lot and I thought, yeah, I will enjoy this game. And then I never played it again, simply because I had different games which I wanted to finish first before this one, where I was like more where I was deeper in the story, and I wanted to know how it will finish, and I wanted to get rid of these games. And then I bought like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and now I have so many video games that I mean, I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, I'm still very happy how my life turned out, but on the other hand, I don't really have much time to play video games, especially the old ones. So I was wondering that maybe I will never be able to actually appreciate Splinter Cell Blacklist, which is a shame because this game has been really good reviews. A lot of people love Blacklist because for most people it is the best Splinter Cell video game of all time. So, and I still remember the hype which we had way back when, before this game has been released. So I was there, I was looking forward for this game, but then life happened. And sometimes that's just how it is. Also, I should mention that I have another reason for you why you should not play this video, which is the fact that I don't have complete collector's edition. I'm sorry for that, but the fact that I have decided to buy this collector's edition many years later was that I bought it from the second hand, and I never really got the whole package. So I will be able to show you only few things. So here we have them, but I will get back to this. So this is the art of the box itself, and it is a nice box. It's okay, like it looks nice. This is the top, this is the bottom, nothing here, and here we have everything which we can find in the box, and it is also written in Czech, so you know that it has been released here in Czech Republic. And what you will receive here is the box. Then you have this nice steel book, which I unfortunately don't have, but it looks really nice, and I love that they have decided to go just with the goggles, because it is very iconic for the whole series, and you don't even need to write here Splinter Cell, which they didn't, and I really like it because that's all you need. Like, everyone who is at least a little bit of fan knows what this means. And then you have some maps for one player and for cooperation. Then we have the figure, or let's say statue of Sam Fisher, and it has 24 centimeters. So I don't know how high it is, like in terms of the scale, but it's definitely shorter than, for example, Diamond Select Toys. So I would say it can be 1 to 10. Something like that, probably, but it is not written here anywhere, so it's just my pure guess. Then we have some digital bonuses, some equipment for Sam, we have 5 outfits and 5 weapons. Then we have the comic book here, which has 96 pages. It is written in English. And then we have the game itself. So I don't have the game, I don't have the steelbook, and I don't have the digital codes anymore, because they were not included when I bought this from the second hand. So I bought it just for the statue, because I already had the game, so I thought, yeah, it will make me a fan. Which unfortunately didn't happen until now, but hopefully maybe one day it will be different. So here we have another art on the box. As you can see, it's pretty nice, like it's a very sturdy card box, so it looks okay. And if you would like to put it to your collection as a display piece, you can definitely do that. I think it's okay. And this game has been released back in 2013, so it gives us the overview how the collector's editions looked back in the days, and they looked great because you had a lot of nice things here, and everything was normal. It was normal that you will receive either a comic book or art book or anything else closer to this. It was normal that you will receive the video game inside the collector's edition, which is not the case now. I'm looking at you, all collector's edition in 2023, which don't include the disc with the video game, and maybe not even the code. So it's crazy now, and it was much better. Like, this was, for me, it was the golden era, because for not a lot of money you received a big value, and it was okay for what we had back then, because we had nothing. So everything was a good for us. So here on the inside you can find the statue. Here it had steelbook and comic book. So I'm going to show you how it looks. So here we have Sam Fisher, but we will take a closer look on him in a second. And here we have the comic book. And as you can see, it is a pretty decent comic book series, because it is pretty long for something which has been included to the video game, because, you know, if I want to buy, for example, the book with the comic book of Spider-Man in Czech today, it is usually like this. So it's really good, such a nice value. And if you don't want to see any spoilers, like, you know, fast forward, please. But on the other hand, I don't think that this story is something unbelievable and with something extra which you could not see. But I will definitely go through all the pages so that you can see at least the graphic design and how it looks, because it is really like a standard comic book with the story, which I already forgot. I have no clue what it said, because I read it, let's say, 2 years ago, and I had no idea. But it was some thriller with the spies, which is usually Sam Fisher, and it was probably prequel to the Blacklist video game, but I don't know. It's just how it usually was back in the days. So it was nothing really amazing. It was just a normal story in a normal comic book, but at least you had something extra. which you read usually once and then that's it, but you know, it's still okay. Like today, if you would like to receive a comic book, for example, with God of War Ragnarok, you know how crazy it sounds? You know, you will receive a plastic hammer instead. I mean, come on, like, what happened to you guys? Like, companies who create video games used to be much better in this case, and they knew that people who are buying their games are fans and that they want to have something extra, and they just got greedy, because you will have to pay for much more today if you want any collector's edition, and you will get usually much less than what you received back in the past. And it doesn't really matter which game we are talking about. It doesn't have to be God of War, it can be almost anything else, unfortunately. So this was the comic book. As I said, nothing extra, but also it's not just here to look better. It's really something you can read and potentially enjoy if you are like huge fan. And then we have the statue itself. And as you can see, like 10 years ago, the paint application and also the way how people have been able to create statues from PVC was way different than how it is now. So they didn't have any chance to go to very big details. Although, despite the fact that it is a smaller statue, it's still okay. He is not in a dynamic pose, unfortunately. He's just standing here, so you will just put it on your, like, next to your laptop or next to the TV, and you can enjoy it or not, up to you. Like, he's not very, like, he doesn't really have the presence. Like, he is not drawing your eyes towards him, because there is nothing really special about him, and it's just from the nature of the character, because he should be very like, let's say, gentle. He should be very sneaky. He should be very stealthy. So that's what he is. Like, that was the goal here. So you shouldn't be able to really look up to him and thinking about, oh, he looks so great, because he shouldn't look great. He should be very he should be able to hide behind you, where you will not be able to see him, even though that he's just standing right behind you. So you know what I'm trying to say. So then let's talk about the head sculpt, because here I don't really think that it looks like Sam Fisher. It's just a normal dude with goggles on his head, and that's the most important thing. So at least this is green, and the lenses are green, so it looks like Sam Fisher immediately, and you don't really have to worry about the rest of his head. Regarding the outfit itself, like, we can see, I don't know, this is probably some Kevlar. We can see some pouches here. We can see a lot of equipment on him anywhere. So he had to be really, like, he has a lot of equipment here. He also have these trousers with something which is probably for him to be able to hide behind anything, basically. I wanted to say trees, but you know, it's really everything. It's a stealth video game, so it makes sense. Then he has the pistol. Of course, it has to have I don't know how it is called in English, silencer maybe, I'm not sure. And also some knife here, and you know, that's more or less it. Then we have the base. It is okay. We have Splinter Cell Blacklist right here, and nothing really special about it, but that's just how video game statues looked in the past. You don't have any extra equipment here. You cannot switch the weapons, you cannot switch the head sculpt. It's just a pure statue with nothing else. So yeah, that's it basically. It was good for back in the days. Today it doesn't look as good because now we have, like, the technology has moved on, and if they would do Sam Fisher today, I'm sure it would look much better. Although I am afraid that if we will ever receive a new Splinter Cell video game, which we should receive because they already announced it, but I think it's a reboot, but I'm not sure. So if we will receive a new game, then I'm a little bit scared that we will probably receive just some, I don't know, plastic goggles with green lenses, and that's it. Yeah, most likely. But hopefully I'm wrong. We'll see. Hopefully soon. But that's just how it was back in the days, and I think we all liked it, didn't we? Let me know your thoughts down below. And when you are down there, don't forget to put subscribe, because I have much more collector's edition here on my channel, and usually all of them are complete, not like this one. So sorry about that, but at least I wanted to shoot a video as a goodbye message to him and to myself and my connection to him, because he will be gone soon. I'm selling him once again, which was not the plan, but somebody reached out to me and said, hey, I want Sam Fisher, and I said, okay, I don't really need him anymore, so there you go. And that was it. So yeah, let's see you guys in another video.